Hello and welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Rigger. So the Rigger is a hauler class ship, though it's a little bit lighter on the cargo than some of my other builds because of all the extra structural elements. So as a hauler ship, all that is required is that it is a class A ship, has 0 ranks of starship design, has at least one bed and bathroom, and otherwise carry as much cargo as you can fit. So this particular ship, I really wanted to go ahead and do that asymmetric design with the um, whole like almost separate cockpit attachment off to the side. You can see that I got that in right there. And then from there, I just went and took a look and saw what I could make happen. So we'll get a further exterior view later, but for now, let's go ahead and board the ship and see what it looks like inside. So as we come in, we immediately enter into a one-by-one companionway. There's a door right here. This door is leading into a 3-by-1 engineering bay. We go up the stairs. You can see that we are immediately entering into a Tayo 2x2 all-in-one berth. You can see we've got the door right over here. We will see what's through that in a little bit. But we've got a full galley, one of our bathrooms located right here. We have 4 bunks located right over here. And then you can see here is our docker access, side access doorway. And then right back here, we have a 2x3 cargo hold. And another ladder going up. What's up here? Let's find out. Hopping up here, we have a Nova Galactic 2x2 living quarters. So you can see we've got a nice weight bench, we've got 2 beds, lovely little couch area, pool table, a galley that we can cook at, though not quite as large as the one downstairs, coffee bar, and then another bathroom. One of the things that I would really want to do with this is I would want to go ahead and have the ladder somewhere else. It's just there's not really a good spot for it, and that's where the game decides that it wants to put that ladder. So I'm just going to live with it. And then when we come back on over here, we can open this door. Come on down this way. And we enter into a one-by-one companionway. You could also have this be a storeroom. And then back here we have the Tayo Captain's Quarters. Got a navigation console, got a table, captain's bed, his desk, his own private bathroom. And then finally we have the cockpit right here. And we can see that the sun has set outside. So, interior tour complete. Let's go ahead and step back out and see how the ship is built. All right. So, as usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything and then delete it. All right. So, starting off, we've got the Stability Pro landing bay. Now, do note that you can very easily mirror this ship and it won't make a significant difference. Just if you prefer it that way, you can. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I have the Deimos companionway here. And then I'm looking for my 3x1 berth. Um, well, 3x1, and I'm looking for the engineering bay. Now, you can use whichever 3x1 you really want. Um, for this particular ship, I went with the Tayo with the bottom B, and I need this in the rear connection here. Next up, coming up here, I want the Tayo 2x2 mid berth, and I want the all-in-one located right here. And then I want the 3x2 mid cargo hold connected right here. Next, I want to go ahead and grab that Nova 2x2. If you want a different 2x2 hab, you can by all means go ahead and do so. And here I chose the living quarters. Next, coming off the side here, I have the Stroud companionway. And then coming down here, I have the Tayo companionway. And then behind this, I have the Tayo Tampa B, and this is going to be my captain's quarters. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and come on over and get my cockpits. And for this ship, I decided I wanted to use the Tayo cockpit. Finally, right over here, I'm going to go ahead and choose the Connect Pro Docker. So this is the habitable portion of the ship. Alright, now that that is done, let's go ahead and start adding the rest of it. Start right over here underneath the rigger area. I'm going to grab my reactor and my grav drive. That's the 134mm reactor. And then for grav drives, I have the R3000. Next, let's see here. Where do I want this? Let me go ahead and do my landing gear next. I have one of the Tayo Pinpoint 4G landing gears located right here. And then I have the AccuLander 11 right over here. And let me put a second one of those right there. And one of those are right there. So you can see I've got directly under the docking port, and then right next to the landing bay. Alright, now before we can add anything else, we are going to have to go ahead and put all the structural pieces into place so that way our engines can mount somewhere. So, let's go ahead and we are going to start with the Stroud components. And for right now, I'm going to just set those there. They are actually moved forward one, but I just want it to sit there and not get in the way, because I'm going to come on down to the nose cap C and put those on. Next up, I'm going to grab the nose cap 2B one there, and one there. And then right in here, I can use my favorite braking engine or nose cap or whatever. For this one, I went with two of the Stroud braking engines, but if you want to say the Dymos ones, you could do that instead. Then over here, since we're just working around the front, let me go ahead and slap the Tayo braking engine on the front of this. And that's more or less the front of the ship done. So let's turn around, come on over to the rear. So first things first, let me go ahead and grab the Tayo cowling bottom aft. And that is also going to leave space for my first engine, which is going to be the Ammon 3. Alright, now that that is done, I want to go ahead and take this and flop it into this direction. And repeat. Note the back of this cargo hold is going to be a viewable from the rear. So this is basically the back of the ship right here. Now that that's in place, I'm going to go ahead and put my other two engines on, here and here. Then we come back on over to my structural tab. Come on down. You know, just start with this. And I am looking for my aft cap. I'm going to put two of those there. And then I want my Stroud cowlings. Alright. And this is more or less the shape. Now right here, I want to go ahead and grab the Stroud mid bracer. And then off of that, I want the Stroud engine bracer. This is connecting across here. So this kind of rider is connected via the engine bracer and the cross passage. Also note here that if you prefer, you can go ahead and swap this Nova cross passage for the HopeTech cross passage. On this side then, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Stroud Cap B. And then I have a Stroud mid bracer. So I have a choice here. I can either go ahead and take this mid bracer and stick it right over here, kind of fill this whole gap area, or I can stick it over here, fill this gap area. The other thing that I am going to be using here is I'm using the Stormax 50 cargo hold. So it's just a question of, do I want the cargo hold here, right next to the docker, or where I put it on for the first view, right over here, kind of in between this. Since I originally had it here, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it here for now. But that's a choice that you're going to need to make of, which side do I want that on. Next, I'm going to come on down here, and I have a couple more structural pieces going in. I need the Dymos bellies going right here, and you'll notice that that basically keeps that slope up into place in place. Next, I have this gap right here. Now, if I had any ranks of Starship design, this would be a great spot for one of the larger cargo holds. But since I don't have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 4 the Degama 1000 cargo holds here. Basically 2 on each side. And that gives us this little ridge going on here, but we still have an extra 800 cargo hold because of it. Now you will see that I have an error. I still do not have fuel. I also do not have my shield, but I've used basically all of my connection points, at least the ones that you saw. Now I could go ahead and attach like my fuel and shield on out over here, or what I actually did is I hid the fuel and shield under the cowlings. So let's start with the shield. I grabbed the deflector SG-30 shield, and then for fuel, I have Titan 550 HE3 tank. And you will note that that is the only use of the flip glitch on this ship, or the duplication glitch. So if you don't care about hiding that, you can very easily just pull that out and like put the fuel tank here and slap a shield on top, or put shield on top up here. You know, whatever you want to do if you don't want to flip glitch the ship. Alternatively, instead of hiding it under the cowlings, you can hide it under the mid bracer or the aft cap or any of these pieces. There's plenty of places that you can put it away. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to put my weapons on. So for this ship, I grabbed 4 Disruptor 3300 electron beams. And originally I put 2 here and then 2 on the bottom. But you could also go ahead and put another one here, or over here. So as you can see, there's basically 5 spots that you can easily put it right here, where it's not going to like shoot itself. And then on the bottom, there's another 5 slots. So that's 10 weapon mounts without really trying. However, because I only have 20 reactor power, I don't like overloading that. So, and there we go. Alright. So, it looks like I am missing one piece somewhere. I imagine it's probably a structural piece. Ah, yes. Right back here. I put a pair of these on. Again, completely optional. I just kind of like covering that up a little bit. And there you have it. That is the rigger. So let's go ahead and paint it. And previously I had done various shades of gray. So let's just keep that color scheme going. But let's spice it up with some gold, I think. There we go. Gray and gold. Alright, so that is the rigger. We go ahead and accept. And then let's take it out for some pictures. Now I will note that if you like the look of this ship, but you do get Starship design, the top thing that you would want to do is you would want to replace these engines with one of the Slayton SA4000 series engines. That alone is going to give you a lot of mobility and a lot of extra thrust. which you can then use to make the ship actually perform better. So let's go ahead and get this into position. And ooh, I really like that view. All right. And then we'll just kind of look around a little bit more. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please click like, subscribe if you haven't already, do all those YouTube things. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.